It's the holiday season. This is the only time of the year where you can get special holiday themed items. Along with holiday card skins and holiday apparel come holiday props. Today I am going to be ranking these special holiday props from worst to best. I will not be ranking consumable holiday items on this list because they aren't really worth talking about. No offense to mince pie and candy canes, but I can't be bothered to rank temporary items. I will also not be including high roller props such as the Naughty or Nice launcher because they are behind a massive paywall. If you want to support the creation of PokerStars VR content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Without further ado, here we go. Number 7. The Stocking. When you think of Christmas stockings, you might have fond memories of pulling out candies and treats from your childhood stocking on Christmas morning. Unfortunately, the Christmas stocking prop in PokerStars VR will bring no such joy. This stocking is basically an oversized sock with nothing inside. Although it looks nice and is definitely larger size compared to some other props, it doesn't really offer much. Even though there is nothing on the inside, it can't be used as storage as nothing you try to put into it will stay. I suppose you could pretend to take things out of it, but that just isn't the same. While the devs might have had good intentions with this item, what we're left with is a big dumb red sock that doesn't do much of anything at all. This is the one item on the list that I actually think isn't worth paying, no matter how cheap it is. Maybe one day they'll actually give it interactability, but until then, it belongs in the bin. Number 6. The Santa Duck. Considering the fact that I'm a big fan of ducks, it might be surprising to see this entry so low on the list. While I love the design and concept of this prop, my issue comes with its current appearance on Quest 2. The coloring on the duck appears very faded and washed out. The eyes are faded as well, making it look like someone ran it through a dishwasher. I theorize that this duck, along with the Macau duck, had their Quest versions developed very soon after the launch of PokerStars VR on the Oculus. When compared to the other ducks on Quest 2, it just seems very lackluster and dimmed out, which is a shame because it has so much potential. I don't know much about 3D modeling and 3D editing, however, I can't imagine it would take too much effort to update the model. If it was as bright and shiny as the other ducks on the Quest 2, it would be much higher on my list. But with its current appearance, it's just not as good as it could be. Hopefully by this time next year, the devs will have invested the time necessary to update this and the Macau duck so they look just as vibrant as the rest of the ducky family. Number 5. Snowman Card Protector. Being a Florida native, I don't have a lot of hands-on experience with snowmen. Luckily for me, PokerStars VR has a snowman that everyone can enjoy. The Snowman Card Protector is a cute little prop that can bring some Christmas magic to the table. Complete with a top hat, carrot nose, and even a cute little scarf, this guy is more than just a pile of snowballs. The best thing about this snowman is that he doesn't melt. No matter how hard you try, he won't even break a sweat. While this is a lovely addition to the holiday season prop lineup, it isn't quite as good as some of the others. While many of the other props are interactable, this guy is just a static 3D object. Not to say that he isn't great or worth getting, but he's just not as intricate or detailed as some of the items further up on this list. Still, for any snowman lovers out there, this is a must-have. Just don't expect him to come alive and start singing. Number 4. Gingerbread House Card Protector. Up next we have what could give the chicken dinner a run for the most delicious looking, non-consumable prop in the game. This tasty looking gingerbread house is a real eye-catcher. You can tell just by looking at it that whoever designed it put a lot of time into its appearance. Candy canes and frosting act as the exterior decorations of this item. Plenty of nice details all around, while still being simple enough to avoid looking ridiculous. Unlike the snowman, it does allow for some interaction. You can stick a smokable item in the wreath on the front of the house to use as a cigar holder. My only complaint is that I can't open the front doors to see what's inside. I can't help but imagine a family of tiny gingerbread people. Despite that, this gingerbread house is one of the best card protectors in the game. In my opinion, it's worth picking up and adding to your collection. Number 3. Snow Globe. Now that we're in the top 3, consider all of the following props as top tier items that you should certainly buy if you have the creds available. At number 3, we have the Snow Globe. Just like a real life snow globe, this prop can be shaken up to make it snow. This is one of the most unique props in the game. I'm impressed that they were able to give this item snowfall physics without making the hardware on the Quest 2 burst into flames. It's very smooth and fun to stare at while at the table. On top of being fun just to look at, it can be roughed up a lot more than a real life snow globe due to it being indestructible. You can juggle it, toss it, slam it, and even shoot at it. Nothing can break this prop. I could easily see how many of you might put this at the top of your personal prop list, and for good reason. This was actually the very first holiday season item I ever purchased, back in 2020. If you have the creds and are looking for a solid buy, you can't go wrong with the Snow Globe. Number 2. Santa Pipe. At number 2, we have an item that really needs no introduction. One of the most iconic items in the entire game, the Santa Pipe is in a league of its own. This pipe features a hyper-realistic cartoon Santa head, along with a Christmassy red stem for a body. This is probably the most eye-catching of all the holiday season props. As far as functionality goes, it works the same as all the other pipes. The part you light is on top of Santa's head, but don't worry, his hat won't catch on fire. This pipe is probably tied for the best pipe in the game, alongside the club-exclusive dinosaur pipe. Given how outstanding this item looks, it is definitely worth saving up the creds if you don't already own a pipe. The only thing I would change, if I could, is the exhale effect. I think it's a bit too subtle, and something over the top would be more fitting. Even still, this is a great prop and will guarantee that you don't end up on the naughty list. Number 1. Snowball Thrower. I have to be honest, even when I was just beginning to make this list, I knew that this item would always be number 1. This prop is literally a must-have for any collector on PokerStars VR. This item is basically a grenade launcher with snowballs. You can launch the snowballs all across the map. This is a much less hostile alternative than shooting someone in the face with the revolver, and will probably make more friends than enemies. It is also worth mentioning that this thing is an absolute unit, and makes anyone using it look like a North Pole commando. Another great thing about it, which has been openly discussed on the official Discord many times, is that it currently has unlimited ammo, meaning that, at the time of recording, you can respawn it with a full clip after emptying the chamber. I do need to mention that they offer ammo for this item in the item shop. Not sure if that means they will eventually do away with the unlimited respawns, but it is something to keep an eye on. Even without the unlimited ammo, this item is a fantastic prop, and without a doubt, is the best holiday season prop available.